Taking a look at symbols that I like, if you want to take a look at the left side of the screen, these are symbols that are on the radar. And every single day I'll be looking at either a mean reversion or a daily price movement range. And it's a valuable list, gang. These are things that we like in terms of the expectation for follow through. And there's certain sectors we want to avoid: healthcare, staples, even gold miners right now, utilities. There's things we don't want to trade because the expectation for benefit from window dressing and follow through is a whole lot less. One of the things that I do like is on the screen right now. And not only do I like the index, the sector is one of the strongest sectors at the moment, regional banks. And there's even some individual names within the sector like Zion that are strong stocks in this group. And that's the Russell. Russell to regional banks to Zion. And if I'm going to set up the RTY, it will be as a daily time frame setup, relying in a lot of ways on the support of 2400 on the major psychological level in terms of the Russell futures. And then the next question is, well, what strike would I be interested in? And it would likely be the 237 or even the 236. So that takes us on a journey through the open interest. And I could take a Russell trade with 10 days to expiration with the November 22nd. The 236 and the 237s are a little illiquid. The 237s have at least almost 900 open interest, so that's not too bad. And I bring this conversation up because a lot of traders are not looking at open interest as much as they need to. Probably the better place to look if you want more time would be the November 29, 237 calls. And that would be fine. November 39, 237s gives you 17 days for follow through. It takes you right through the end of the month. And the cost on these is not terrible. It probably costs just under $500 each. So not too expensive for a smaller account and liquid enough for a larger account to grab some more contracts if they want. And these are the kind of things that I'm looking for. Ideally, this setup would be as close to 2,400 as possible. So these are things I look at. Does it have alignment? That's what we've talked about here just now. The index to the sector to ultimately the stock. Can we do that as well with financials and healthcare and industrials and the Dow? Well, the Dow is moving higher. It's not a trend, but generally speaking, it's moving higher. Do financials look better than the Dow? They absolutely do. So here's another example of not alignment, but outperforming sectors. Financials look better than the Dow. Industrials look about the same as the Dow. And healthcare looks far worse. Isn't that an interesting look? Break the Dow down, look at the major sectors within it, and you'll see it's really a better play with financials. So it's not just always about forcing a trade into the indices. We like the Russell because it's performing in a way that suggests better follow through, and the participation under the hood, if you will, from the sector and the stock perspective is good. But in the case of the Dow, lacking an uptrend, financials have one, and then names like Wells Fargo, names like JP Morgan would be great individual stocks to focus on. This is the watch list process, gang, right? And if we can follow this process, we're playing the probability of follow through. And sure, fills get us in, but follow through is what pays us. So you're getting a really good in-depth look at the kind of watch list building that we're doing in the Sector Secrets Mastery and why we're able to get into. Like right now, Wells Fargo is a current long position. Cisco is a current long position. We want to add names like JP Morgan and Amazon, 2 long positions. Disney, after earnings, will be something we can look for a long position. Russell, I just walked through, would be interesting to keep on the radar for a long position. Alcoa, one of the leading stocks in terms of weighting within metals and mining, is pulling back for a mean reversion. I would be patient, but I'd look at that also for a long position. Focus on where the follow through is, gang. That's where the account growth is. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.